Hello and welcome. Well, I think we're going to class up our lives with the Mercedes 450 SL. All right, it's at least a 74 because of the 5 mile per hour bumpers, mechanical fuel injection, amazing AM, FM. Oh, it's in excellent condition. But wait a minute. That's not why we're here. Let's talk about practicality versus protesting. All right, that's what's on my mind today, and let's go see what's happening. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. This is Mark, your practical host. And in this Sunday Rant, I want to talk about a driver who I think was going to hurt his case more than help it during his protest, basically a protest, okay? So let's not make this anything political. No one's up for a good protest more than me, okay? So Friday, I'm in my stop, and some of the places I go, I have to go into a little office, like many people, right, to get my paperwork, certainly. So I go in there, there's a sign on the door, all right, this is where it goes. So hang on, just hear me out, all right? It says masks required, all right, always has. I go in there. Now, you're only in here a couple minutes, okay? So I go in there, I'm the only one there. Another guy walks right in behind me. We both have masks on. Third guy comes in, no mask. He talks to guy number 2 for some reason. I guess he looks friendly, or I don't know. You'd think with a cat mask I'd be very friendly, but no. Anyhow, he goes, oh, yeah, I don't wear no mask nowhere. And the other guy's like, whatever. So I'm game. I got nothing better to do on a Friday. I'm like, why not? What are we doing here? Oh, because, either they don't work or I'm not wearing it. Okay, fine. The problem is, at this place, it's their policy. And the person at the office, right, remember this, always, is not the person that made this policy. Just like when you get on a plane, I've been hearing about this Pan Am flight or whatever, disrupted, TWA flight was disrupted by people. I don't understand it. As I always say, there's no mandate in this state. So this is put on by private business, right? Private business. And sure, he has the right to say, I'm not going to wear it, but I got my paperwork, and he went up there, and I thought, all right, because you're only there a minute or two, right? A few minutes at the most, because if you're not ready, they just send you back to your truck to wait. So what happens? He goes up there. They have his paperwork. They wouldn't give it to him. Got to put a mask on. I ain't got one, he said. I thought, oh, it's going to be good. They have them there. All right. He goes, here you go. We got a box of them. No, I'm not wearing it. I'm like, oh, really? Really? They wouldn't give him his paperwork. He's like, I don't care. They're like, go out, call your company. He goes, I ain't calling nobody. And so, I look out. I'm like, you're making a big deal about this. I said, because he's got a sleeper. Okay. I said, you'll sit around and not get paid anything. You don't protest about that. All right. Half your time's unpaid. Oh, I get paid. I go, really? They pay you to fuel? They pay you to stand around here? I go, I've made more standing here talking to you than you're going to make probably this whole weekend. I said, it's just ridiculous. This is not the place, because doing this doesn't do any good. And people will say, well, you got to start somewhere. Well, the people there are not the ones imposing this. Why don't you email the corporate office or, go yell at the office on your free time? Well, that would take time up. See, this is something that people can do. I just didn't see any point to it. I understand that you're trying to make a point, but what is the point? That you don't get a load? What do you think a company is going to say? It was from a large company, okay, that you would know. What do you think they will say? If he says, I ain't going, I ain't doing it. Because I see people on the YouTubes or whatever, a lot of them flatbeds, and they'll have a hard hat on, right, on the video. I assume that's because it's some kind of policy at the place they are, all right? Right? And so what would happen if you refuse to put one on in there? They wouldn't let you in or whatever? Why does anybody protest that? Okay? This, for the minute or two, imposition it would ever be, it just didn't seem like a good idea to me to possibly mess your whole weekend up or your career. I don't know, your job there. I don't know how far this would go. For, what is it when you get back out? And then as soon as that start up, I'm like, I think, I got to get out of here. So I just like, I'll see you Monday. And they're like, see you, Mark. And so off I went. So I don't know what the final word of this was, but he was pretty adamant about not wearing it. It just didn't seem like there was any point to that. If there was a point to it, I'd like to know what it was. for that 2 minute to argue with somebody who didn't set the policy. And then you're going to argue. Now that guy's aggravated, you're definitely going to have to do it or you're not getting your load. All right. The thing is, they have your paperwork that you need, and he probably paid by the mile, very likely. He's not making any money until he gets that load. So to do that, if you want to get on your soapbox somewhere, fine. If you want to set the world up, with your smile, I get that. But I don't think in the middle of, late on a Friday night with some night dispatch somewhere, I just don't know if that's the place to do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm all up for a good protest when there's a point to it, when there's going to be the people that you're talking to are the ones that can solve your problem. I wouldn't go protest, at a restaurant about, a car wash or something like that. You got to go to the right place to solve the problem that you want fixed. Okay. That's how you got to do it. So that's what I think. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I should just get back in the Mercedes and get the heck out of here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. That's enough for Sunday. That's my Sunday rant. Protest where it helps you. And sometimes you got to take a hit on it, but only if there's a positive outcome possible. And here there's no positive outcome possible. So it just didn't make any sense. All right. That's what I think on Sunday. All right. So for 2 minutes, I'm in. Otherwise, live show Monday, right? 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. We can talk about this there at length if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll see you on the live show. Thanks for watching Trucking Answers.